The first thing you need to do for your leadership identity is set up your non negotiables. And since you haven't set up those non negotiables, you will always make decisions based on emotions instead of logic and data. So then what happens? You begin to drift from your leadership identity. What is your leadership identity? Who you are at the core of your leadership. It's in here. It's not simply I come to work, I do my job, I go home. Who you are at the core is literally what your core values are and then how you actually display that within your leadership. So the leadership identity drift literally happens because your core values are not matching your leadership values. What does that mean? You have core values, your work has something completely different, and they don't match. So, since they're not in alignment, here are 5 things to let you know whether you're in leadership identity drift. Get your pen and paper. Here comes the secret sauce. Number one, your emotional regulation is slipping, but it's slipping because you've lost that emotional regulation anchor. And the anchor is all about you being confident. It is all about you knowing and understanding your core identity. But because you don't understand it or you've let it drift off, you no longer can be calm anymore. So you're essentially the resident firefighter. Number two, you feel like an actor on stage. And the reason you feel like that actor is because you walk into the boardroom and you're now performing. You are no longer being who you actually are. Hence the reason why you've been exhausted because nobody knows who you are. So the mask that you're wearing is the mask that you'll keep wearing until you get back to your core identity. Number three, you struggle to get connected with your team, but keep in mind, you will never get connected with your team if you don't have emotional awareness and or empathy, but you don't have that because you're disconnected from who you are at the core. Number four, decision making, your non negotiables. When you make a decision, you're not sure about it, which means you've lost your confidence in your decision making process. But the reason you've lost your confidence is because those core values that you have are not connected with the leadership values that the business have. And you've been disconnected for some time. So now you just throw your arms up and just try to figure it out. Truth be told, every decision is a debate because you need to get back to your core. And this is my favorite one. You dread the thought process or someone asking you, what do you want? And the only reason you dread it is because you know what you want, but then the company wants something different. And since they want something different, you have not been able to reconcile the two. Hence the reason why you've drifted away from your core identity, which is causing so many challenges. And here's the truth. You cannot hack your way out of this with time management. I do not just help you to patch up cracks. I help you to rebuild your foundation. The coaching focuses on leadership identity at the core. Once you've got this at the core, then everything else begins to fall in alignment. But here's the piece I need you to understand. Once you realign your internal with your external, everything else begins to fall into place. Once it begins to fall into place, you are actually ready to stop drifting and start learning. If you need help, right here at DanisSheldon.net, this is what we're talking about in class. The first topic in class on January 24th, 2026. If you need more of a one-on-one, right here at DanisSheldon.net, this is where we begin to look at you personally. It is a customized coaching session built specifically for you. You need more? Book your power hour today or your strategy session. Talk to you soon.